Cambly learners! Welcome to a new video! Yay! I am Teacher John. I am a tutor here with Cambly Kids. So welcome. Now today we are going to be traveling the world. Are you ready? Yeah, we're going to learn about famous cities and what you can see in some of these famous cities. Our first famous city is New York City. Have you heard of New York City? Now, New York City is famous for many reasons, but let's look at two. One reason is Times Square. Yeah, Times Square is very famous. There's so many people, there are so many taxis and stores, and there's TVs. Oh, TVs on the buildings. Yeah, you can stand and watch TV. New York is famous for another reason. Yeah, have you ever seen the Statue of Liberty? Many people like to take photos of the Statue of Liberty. Now, can you tell me what color is the Statue of Liberty? Green? You're right. Yeah, it is a greenish color. And you can maybe go to it on a boat. Yeah, you can see it from a boat. Very cool. Now, let's go to another city in America called Los Angeles. Yeah, now Los Angeles is very famous because of a place called Hollywood. They even put the letters and the word Hollywood up in the mountains. You can see it. You can see Hollywood in the mountains. Wow, very cool. Now, Hollywood is famous because this is where they film many movies. So maybe if you visit Hollywood one day, you could see your favorite actor or actress. Okay, now let's go to another famous city in France. Do you know what city I'm talking about? Yeah, Paris. Paris is another famous city. You probably learned about Paris in Cambly Kids, didn't you? Yeah, we talk all about it. Now, what is something famous in Paris? Do you know? You do know, the Eiffel Tower. Very famous. Yeah, every year millions of people go to take photos of the Eiffel Tower. Let's go to a different continent, to a different country called Brazil. Now, we learned about Brazil as well in Cambly Kids. Now, in Brazil, there is a famous city called Rio de Janeiro. Do you know what it's famous for? No? Let me ask you, do you like the beach? Yeah, I love the beach. I love the beach. Well, Rio de Janeiro is famous for beautiful beaches. But up high in the mountains, there is also another statue. A big statue of a man looking over the city. So it is very, very famous. Now, many of my students are from Turkey. Now, if you're from Turkey, can you tell us what is a famous city in Turkey? Yeah, Istanbul. Now, do you know why Istanbul is so famous? Istanbul is a city that is on 2 continents. Yeah, so Istanbul is in Europe. Some of it's in Europe. And many of my students live on the European side of Istanbul. But Istanbul is also on the other side in Asia. And many of my students are from the Asian side of Istanbul. And it's cool because you can take a ferry, yeah, or you can take the different bridges. We are going to look at 3 cities that were famous for having the tallest building in the world. So the first is a city where I'm from, Toronto. So Toronto is a very famous city in Canada. And in Toronto, we have the CN Tower. The CN Tower. Now, for many years, this was the tallest freestanding building in the world. But then the next famous city, they made a tower even bigger. So maybe you are from Taiwan. Yeah? Taiwan has a city called Taipei. And Taipei has the 101 building. All of my students in Taipei tell me about this building. Now, Taipei, they built the building, the 101, and then they made it taller than the CN Tower. But do you think that there's a building taller? Yeah. So this is our last city on our adventure around the world. Now, there is a building in Dubai. Now, this building is called the Burj Khalifa, and it is now the world's tallest building. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Cambly Kids, Cambly Kids gives you instant access to amazing teachers and tutors who are kid-friendly. Just like me, we all love to have fun with our students, with our Cambly Kids. So please ask your parents to schedule a lesson with me using the link below. Use the link below. But thanks for joining me on our adventure around the world, and I will see you next time. Bye!